Peace, Lovies. It's Amir, also known as Blissfully Mindful, back at you with day 8 of Vlogmas. All right, today we are baking some vegan buttermilk biscuits. So you're going to need a half a cup of non-dairy milk, which I have there in the cup, and then 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and you're going to mix that up. And then you're going to need to get a big bowl. Well, I guess you don't have to have a big bowl, but get a bowl. Like, I guess from between medium and a big bowl, but I guess I just got a big bowl because I didn't know what was to expect. This is my first time baking biscuits ever in my life. So, pardon me, but I'm using a recipe. I'm following a recipe. Okay, so then you're going to need a cup of butter. I was like, what the heck? A whole cup of butter. I thought that was like crazy. So I had to end up getting 2 sticks of butter because the butter I had was earth balanced and it was only 4 ounces per stick. So a cup obviously is 8 ounces. So I had to get another stick of butter. And then the craziest thing, it said you needed a cheese shredder, and you all I know this is so like ghetto, but I don't have it. I didn't have a cheese shredder on hand, so I'm sorry, but I'm using this little peeler here. So this is my like bootleg cheese shredder, but I'm doing the best I can. So do not judge me, y'all, because this is like I'm just doing what I got. Okay, dealing with what I got. Okay. So it ended up being really. It was a hassle trying to use this trying to use this peeler. It was really annoying because the butter, it was just messy. And then I was trying to hurry up and go fast because, before I go any further. So the butter you're supposed to have in the freezer for 20 minutes before you start. So I had gotten the butter out of the freezer and I was trying to go really fast because the butter, starts to melt pretty fast. So I was trying to go extremely fast, as fast as I could, but it was not happening with this. Oh my gosh, this thing is a mess. Look at it. Look at it, you all. It's a mess. It's so messy. And then I was just done at the end. I think I was like, when I got to the second stick, things are going to change, as you'll see, because I couldn't take it anymore. So as you can see, it's getting to be really messy. If you have a shredder, I guess that will work for you if you want to try this recipe. But quite frankly, I think even if you have a shredder, that's not going to work because it's butter. It's just messy. And I don't know how. This just didn't seem like a good technique as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. Comment below if you all have a better one because I don't know. I have never baked biscuits in my life. This was my first time. And so I'm not the biscuit baking queen. I don't know what you're supposed to do as far as this butter, but all I do know is that you need to go fast because the butter starts to melt, and I just didn't have time for it. Okay, and then it's like all messy on my hands, and it was just a whole big old mess. So I had to wash my hands because it was just too messy. And then I had to get the self-rising flour because you need 2 cups of self-rising flour. So what I did was I put 1 cup first because I was just trying to coat the butter before it started to melt too much more. I just wanted to put the flour on there just to at least coat it to hopefully stop it from melting. I don't know what I was thinking. I was hoping it would do that anyway because I had a whole nother stick of butter that I had to sit here and shred up or whatever. And this time I was just doing it with my fingers, you all. I didn't have time to be bothered with that daggone with my bootleg shredder. Okay. So I just used my fingers and kind of use my thumb really to make little teeny chunks or whatever of butter. And so that's what I was doing. And as you could see, I was going as fast as I could, super fast. And so just keep doing that until you got all the butter in there. All right, finally all done. So I dumped the second cup of flour in, and then you have to start mixing it with your fingers until it's sort of like crumbles or whatever. That's what it said in the recipe. I'll try to show it to you here a little bit closer. My hands are a mess. Okay, there. So, you just have to keep mixing it until it gets into like little crumbles. You all please comment below if you bake, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just doing the best I can. It was so messy. Oh my gosh. I think it was because it was so much butter. And I know it's called Buttermilk Biscuits, but good grief, that just seemed like way too much butter. And so I don't know. But anyway, it's supposed to come out like flaky or whatever. But I'm like, this is a mess. It's just like one big old mess. Oh my gosh, you all look. It's like a mess. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like crumbles at least. So then you put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I was just like rinsing my hands out. But yeah, you put it in the fridge for that crumble mixture in the fridge for 10 minutes. And then, wait 10 minutes and then get it back out. All right, 10 minutes is up. So then you're going to take the buttermilk that you made, the vegan buttermilk, which you made with the milk and the vinegar, and pour that into the flour mixture. And you're supposed to stir it. It says 15 times. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. I'm going to stir it 15 times. And that seemed crazy, but okay, that's what it said. So that's what I did. Stirred it 15 times. And it just looks like a big old thing of mush. And I'm like looking like, how is this going to turn into a biscuit? Because it is so mushy. Like I didn't even want to touch it. It was just so mushy. So then you're supposed to flour the board. Well, I didn't use a board. I just used my countertop because I don't have time for that. I just floured the counter. And then you're supposed to put this mush mixture on on the floured board or countertop or whatever. As you can see, I'm having a hard time getting it out of the bowl because you see that it's so mushy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here you're supposed to pat it into a rectangular shape, and I'm like, this thing is a big old ball of mush, and there is no way it's going to be getting into anybody's rectangular shape. So I just patted it or whatever until I just patted it, okay? Because it wasn't getting into anybody's shape, anybody's rectangle. And then you're supposed to fold it over 4 times. And I was like, fold it like it's mush. So, okay, I did what I could and tried to fold it 4 times or whatever, but it was just a big old ball of mush. Then you're supposed to pat it to maybe like 1 inch thick or whatever. And I don't think that was an inch. I think it was too flat, but whatever. So anyway, I just patted it as best I could because it was just mush. So from here, you're supposed to get your baking pan, you know what I mean, and get that all set up so that you can, you're supposed to be able to get like some kind of shape, like a cookie cutter thing or whatever, or you could use a glass or whatever, but I didn't even do that, to make the circular shape of biscuits. But I did not do that because it was just so mushy that there's no way that I was going to be able to do that with this mush. So I just used my hands and shaped it into a circle as best I could and put it onto the baking sheet. I just patted it and, pat a cake, baker's man, okay? I just baked it. I just patted it into the shape of a circle as good as I could, and just keep doing that until it's all on the pan in circles. Okay, so I ended up getting 9 biscuits. So then from here, you just put it in the oven on, it was supposed to be preheated, I'm sorry, you all, to 475. Preheat the oven at 475, and you're supposed to bake for 12 minutes. So this is the baked biscuits. It took longer than 12 minutes because they were still raw. I was like, I don't know what they were talking about, but yeah, mine were still raw. So I had to keep mine in for like 15 minutes or so. So anyway, this is these are the baked biscuits. Comment below on if you all try these. Comment below on if you all have some biscuit baking tips for me because I will happily accept them. And thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like this video, get this video to at least 18 likes. Thank you all so much for joining me. And this was lots of fun. So I'll definitely have to do this again. And stay blissful and keep enjoying the holidays. Hopefully you'll do some baking and share your baking adventures with us in the comments below, and share this with your friends. I will see you all for day 9 of Vlogmas tomorrow. Sunflower smooches, peace and love. Mwah, I love you.